not acquisition, but the sale of Hulu to these various people, what it means for people like us who watch Hulu. So just stay tuned right there. Just don't touch that dial. Just stay tuned right there. We're coming right back with more here on Tech Pulse right after the break.
ShockwaveSound.com. ShockwaveSound.com. Preview. ShockwaveSound.com.
And here we are back in the studio again talking about Hulu and the acquisition. Well, it's not an acquisition. I don't know why I keep saying acquisition, because they haven't been bought yet. But Time Warner, Yahoo, and DirecTV all in position to make bids for Hulu. So we're going to have to wait and see if which one of those companies really benefits more from getting Hulu, and if Hulu actually is going to be sold, to any of these companies. If it's DirecTV, the good thing about that is the Hulu content should increase exponentially. The amount of content that they have. Now, Hulu has a lot of content, but the amount of live content that they have should increase exponentially if DirecTV acquires it. If Yahoo acquires Hulu, then the content should remain obviously the same as far as what they have and so forth. But I don't know how Yahoo is going to change Hulu. If Hulu is still going to just be a separate entity just under the Yahoo umbrella. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Now, in the world of, we always try and bring you some unique tech here on Tech Pulse, and one of the things we found is, if you're someone who always, you're always in and out of business meetings, you always need to look crisp. Your pants has to have that sharp, that sharp crease or pleat that could just slice through butter. You need something like that all the time. Well, you'll be happy to know that there is a product on the market in Japan Like I told you, the Japanese, they always coming out with this cool tech, man. The USB iron they came out with helps to keep those wrinkles away during the day. This thing plugs right into your USB port of your computer, and it charges that way. Now, the wacky USB gadget is nothing new. We've seen more than a few of these types of things from multiple companies over the years, but one type of USB gadget that we've never seen here on Tech Pulse is an iron that is powered by a USB port. I mean, USB devices, obviously, everyone knows about that, but a USB iron, we've never seen that. Everyone is familiar with an iron, obviously. It's a thing you obviously use with an ironing board and stuff like that when it comes to get wrinkles out before you head to work. But what about the wrinkles you incur while you're at work? I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know, I mean, how are you supposed to be able to get rid of those things, keep those collars creased? Well, you know, I mean, I'd bet that we can all appreciate being at the office or on the road and then realizing how wrinkled our clothes have become, but there's nothing you can do about it. You might wish you have an iron, but you can't do nothing about it right now. Or even if you do, you have to take your shirt off or whatever and start ironing it. Now, you can have an iron on you wherever you go, and it takes a USB-powered version available at eSupply. If you go to eSupply.com, they have a version available. The little device looks more like a handheld shaver than it does an iron. If you look at it, you squeeze the end of it, and the front of the USB iron opens up like a duckbill, you know, kind of like that. We're going to show you a picture of it, and you can place your pant legs or like skirt pleats or collars or, you know, even a tie, anything into that opening, apply heat and remove the wrinkles just like that. The power comes from the USB port and has a pair of AA batteries as well, just in case you're not near a computer or anything like that. You certainly won't want to iron your entire outfit using this, but for, you know, like little different things, you know, like in your pants or something like that, this could be something pretty good. And guess what? The price of it is only a mere $10. That's it. You go to eSupply.com, you can pick this thing up for $10. Well, let me just show you a picture of it, because you're saying, man, I don't know what this thing looks like. But this is one of those portable irons. I mean, you on the road. I mean, Devin is on the road all the time, you know, running around from church to church, doing things. You know, right away he looks down at his pants. He's like, oh, man, you know, I don't have that knife crease in my pants that I'm used to having. How do I get that? Well, the guy could just plug in a couple of AA batteries in this bad boy. You see right here? This is it right here. Oh, yeah, let me give you a little bigger. Oh, yeah, there's it. That's it right there. Look how this guy is using it. All you do, you put the crease in between those two plates. They get hot, and you just, you know, you just run it along the crease of the pants or the shirt or whatever you want that sharp color. You see, this girl here is using it like for her skirt or whatever, you know, to keep her skirt pleats, or like for your tie to straighten it out, or even a collar. You know, sometimes you wear your collars and then the collar starts rolling up right at the end. You know, you're in a business meeting, you don't want to look like a loser coming out of a big business meeting. They're like, oh, what's this guy? This guy don't have no money and he claimed to be in big business? Get out of here. No more. For $10, you can get this. This is just a small little electric iron at eSupply.com. Right now, this thing is big in Japan. Right now, big in Japan right now. So this is the type of usable tech you're going to see here on Tech Pulse. But I guarantee you, you can't go into Best Buy and ask for this. Nah, they'll look at you and say, what are you talking about? That's why you get it right here on Tech Pulse. Go to eSupply.com, pick one of those bad boys up for just the mere price of 10 smackers or 10 buckaroos, you know, however you want to classify it. That's what it is. That's what it costs right there. So now we're going to continue. We're going to continue on in the world of tech. Because right now you're saying, man, this guy has been hitting us up with all of this good tech news. What's next? What's next for this guy? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we're talking about the HP Pavilion Smart Touch 14 sleek book. And then after that, we got another tough book for you, you know, for the person out there. As a matter of fact, coming up after the break, we're going to do that. We're not at the break yet, but coming up after the break, we're going to talk about, because you know we like to talk about the rugged the hardcore. And that's what we're going to talk about coming up after the break. But right now, we're going to talk about the HP. They're coming out with what they call their HP Pavilion Touch Smart 14 Sleepbook. They unveil this thing, and the starting price is only $480. Now, this thing is not like any kind of revolutionary type product, but HP, they added a new addition to their range of Ultrabooks today in the form of their newly launched HP Pavilion Touch Smart 14 Sleepbook. Obviously, that's a long name, but that's what they call it. Now, while HP Envy Touch Smart 14 Sleepbook is fitted with a 14-inch screen that sports a massive, now when I say massive, I'm talking, you thought the Retina display on the Apple iMac or the Apple iPad was good. This thing sports a massive 3200 by 1800 pixels. This thing is super. We're talking ultra, well, not quite ultra high def, but close to ultra high definition pixel resolution, and is also available in the lower resolution model in case you're on that budget, and you can't stretch it that far. That includes a 1366 by 768 and a 1600 by 900 with prices starting at $699. So you can get that beefy 3200 by 1800 pixels if you want, or you can scale it down. That HP Pavilion Touch Smart 14 Sleepbook can be fitted with a range of Intel processor options with prices starting at around $480. Now, according to the HP people, they said if this is a new touch optimized Sleepbook with AMD discrete graphics and up to a 2 GB of memory on select models. A full selection of ports including HDMI, USB, and up to 1 TB of hard drive space and premium DTS sound plus audio. This is a great PC for entertainment, and this is going to be launched. The HP Pavilion Touch Smart 14 Sleepbook will be launched on June 5th this year for a starting price of $480. Like I told you, this is getting to that disposable computer, because now you're getting touch computers. Before, for $480, you barely got a computer that was worth looking at. You barely got a computer that you could turn on without it crashing. But now for $480, not only do you get a top-of-the-line computer, but you get a touch computer. This is something that, if you're one of those people that, you want the newer technology, especially if you're going to be using Windows 8 and stuff like that, this HP Pavilion Touch Smart Sleepbook, 14 Touch Smart Sleepbook, this is right up your alley, man. This thing has the processor power to be a productive machine. And if HP comes out with this thing at the proposed price of $480, and this is going to be, Best Buy, all the companies that sell Tiger Direct, that sell computers, this is going to be there. And if you can get this, on June 5th, touch screen, you have that massive 3200 by 1800 pixel resolution. That one starts at $680, but $680 for 3200 by 1800 pixel resolution, along with it being a touchscreen computer using the AMD graphics in there. Man, I'm telling you, this is the computer that you need right there. $680, these prices are coming down. Before for $680, you could barely get a quad-core processor computer, and even then, it wasn't touch. You got what? You didn't get no terabyte of memory, and now this thing is coming out. I'm telling you, we're getting to that era of disposable computers, where you can just impulse buy a computer just like that. Before, computers had to be, now I'm not telling anyone to go out there and just impulse buy, but there was a time when computers had to be a thought, something that you sat down with your family, did your budget, and decide if you could even look at a computer. Because looking at it, you drop $200 right there. But now we're getting to the point where you can get